Bereaved families, survivors and local residents of the Grenfell Tower fire have come together to remember the victims. 8 years on, this will be the last time memorials and reflections take place before the tower in West London comes down. Aisha Baksh has this report.
In grief and pain from the horrors of Grenfell, waiting for justice, living in hell.
Prayer and poetry for Grenfell on another difficult anniversary. At this church service in North Kensington, the 72 victims of the Grenfell Tower fire were remembered.
Yasin el-Wahabi, Fawza el-Wahabi.
Whole families were wiped out. 18 of those who died were children. Berkti Haftum was pregnant and died in the fire with her 12-year-old son.
She was so full of light. She loved Brooke so much. Like he was her love. She lived and she breathed for him.
And for her family, like so many here, they're still waiting for justice for their loved ones.
We don't know why there's no one who's been put behind bars. We don't know why that cladding was even signed off of in the first place. We don't know why these 72 lives are still unjustified, how they're still not even accounted for.
The public inquiry found the fire was a preventable tragedy with failings across the construction industry and government.
Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong.
This will be the final anniversary, with Grenfell Tower standing as it is. In just a few months, it will start to be taken down.
The tower is a monument. It's a reminder and it's something that we look up to. It's a really sacred, meaningful place. So today, standing here and being told that this may be the last time, it's a kick in the gut.
The notion of justice is a challenge because the whole community is soaked in that pain and is challenged by it all. So it is the church's job to continue to declare that, to say that there will be justice.
While those affected by the fire continue to wait for justice, the police investigation is still ongoing. It could be 10 years from the fire till there are criminal prosecutions over what happened. Aisha Baksh, BBC London.
Details of passengers who died on the doomed London-bound Air India flight that crashed this week in Ahmedabad continue to emerge. On the flight to Gatwick were 72-year-old Adam Taju and his wife Hasina. They were returning home with their son-in-law Altaf Hussain Patel. All lived in London. This weekend, people are coming together to reflect on the tragedy at temples, churches, mosques, gurdwaras and shared spaces.
This weekend in particular, we've got a SKLP community volleyball tournament which is being held here with the temple, and that will now be dedicated to this incident and in remembrance of those who have died.
Now, after Tottenham Hotspur's Europa League Cup win last month in Spain, the club arranged a charity run this morning for more than 300 people. It was a 10k route through North London, raising money for a local charity. Well, Spurs legend Ozzy Ardiles was there encouraging runners and awarding medals. Ardiles believes Tottenham's Cup success will give a huge boost to local people.
Now, the main stories in London. A woman has been convicted of murder after stabbing a mother to death at a child's birthday party in Stepney Green. Hope Rowe killed 31-year-old Charlotte Lawler in front of children and family members during an altercation last September. Her partner, Lee Holder, was also found guilty of perverting the course of justice after helping her flee the scene and dispose of the weapon. They'll be sentenced in July. Police have released an image of a man they wish to speak to following an attempted rape in Finchley on Wednesday. A woman in her 30s reported that a man seriously sexually assaulted her at a cinema in South Hampstead at around 3:45 in the afternoon. The man pictured is believed to have left the venue following the incident, walking towards Swiss Cottage. He's described as being in his 50s, approximately 5'6", and wearing a North Face coat. 8 years on from the Grenfell disaster, bereaved families, survivors and local residents have come together in West London to remember the victims. 72 lives were lost in the fire, which happened in 2017. In a few months' time, work will begin to bring down the 23-storey building, making this year's anniversary especially poignant. People across the capital have been flocking to the South Bank Centre for the opening of Meltdown Festival, curated by none other than Islington-born rapper and actor Little Simz. The 11-day festival, now in its 30th year, will see artists such as Jean-Baptiste and Lowly Young take to South Bank Centre's stages over the next week. As curator, Little Simz follows in the footsteps of David Bowie and is the festival's youngest curator to date.
We've worked very hard on not only putting together a huge series of shows across the 3 venues here, but also working on a really exciting free programmes. And that's something that Little Simz really, I think from the first conversations we had, was really enthusiastic about.
Hollywood actor and cancer survivor Colin McFarlane led thousands of people through Battersea Park today to raise awareness of prostate cancer. This marks Colin's 3rd March for Men after getting involved following his own diagnosis in 2022. Many of those taking part credited him for speaking out about the disease, saying his openness helped them catch their own cancer early. Alex Isaac has more.
A huge turnout for the March for Men in Battersea Park as Hollywood actor Colin McFarlane leads the walk to help raise awareness of prostate cancer, a disease that claims 930 lives in London each year. Early detection is important, and for men over the age of 45, it's simply asking the doctor for a blood test, even if you don't have any symptoms.
Definitely don't take no for an answer, because I've had so many men coming to me going, I've heard what you've said, I've gone to my GP, I've asked for a PSA blood test, and they said, no, you don't need it, you haven't got any pain, you haven't got any symptoms. Let me tell you right now, I have no pain, I have no symptoms, but I have prostate cancer. That's what men have to understand. Age is your risk and ethnicity is your risk. Those are the 2 things to think about. Every time I come here, I get people contacting me going, thank you for saying what you said, because it made my brother or my dad, go and have a test.
Talking about the disease, the risks and the symptoms can help alleviate the fear that comes with being tested.
I didn't think I could be part of the statistics until I saw Colin McFarlane on breakfast television, and it prompted me to see my GP. I now feel that I'm on the road to recovery, albeit the journey is long, but I'm thankful.
All the money raised today will go towards research into better treatments and tests, but the charity believes more can be done to help save men's lives.
But it's still on men to go to the GP and ask about it, and that needs to change. We need government to overhaul outdated guidelines so that doctors can have proactive conversations with men about prostate cancer. And everyone can help by signing our petition and pushing their local MPs to make this happen.
Every step taken today will make a difference. Crossing the finish line is just a start when it comes to raising awareness and encouraging early detection. Alex Isaac, ITV News.